but he's Chris Eubank Jr. and he'll make headlines. And do I condone that? Probably not. Maybe it looked worse than it was initially. But an unbelievable and entertaining press conference.
What words have you had with Chris?
I'm going to go and see him after this, but yeah, I'm not expecting him.
Is this what we can expect from the press conference in London and the entire build-up? You have to keep these guys apart from now on?
I think so. Look, I think people forget what Chris Eubank Jr. went through in that first fight, and people just seem to brush over it. He cut weight to an unnatural limit, to a disgusting, really, limit, and then didn't even fight, didn't even get paid a penny. It impacted his career massively. Ended up with the Liam Smith camp as well, back to back, and we saw what happened in his performance there. And so he's been carrying that with him for a couple of years. I'm not condoning what he did. I'm just saying this is personal. It's not born rivals. It's not about the dads. And I'm hoping it'll calm down for Thursday.
Ben, what was said between yourself and Eddie at the end of the press conference? Saw sort of going back and forth. He's here now.
Eddie's here.
Look, Eddie thought that I knew about it,
no,
but also he thought that it was something else. You didn't think it was an egg.
No, I thought it was a glass,
Yeah.
first of all. Whatever it was, he's hit Conor in the eye with something. What I was angry about is because I don't believe everything that Eubank does is premeditated.
I agree with that.
He didn't go into the kitchen this morning, get an egg out of the fridge, not tell anyone what he was going to do, and just turn up at the press conference.
So just on that, I've just said, when that scumbag press conference happened, I said to him, tell me what you're going to say. I wasn't asking what he's going to do. He wouldn't tell me anything that he's going to say. Did I expect that? No. Should he have done it? No, probably not. But I don't think it.
Probably.
I don't think it was as bad as we first saw it.
Eddie, do you think Conor's going to retaliate at the next press conference?
Oh yeah, it's on site now. I mean, if anyone here sees Nigel Benn tonight, avoid him.
Especially me.
You're done for. Don't approach Nigel Benn tonight, because this is what we've got to think about on Thursday now. We've got to put provisions in place, because this is attack on site stuff. Conor's not going to sleep on this and then go, oh, it's okay now. Yeah, don't worry about it, Chris. Yeah. As soon as he sees Eubank, he's going to attack him. So it's our job now to make sure that we have the provisions in place to make sure that doesn't happen.
What were you both saying to each other? Because it looked like you were both being held back.
I said to him, because I'm still not convinced. I believe I said, if you knew about this, you're a dog. That's what I said. And he said, I didn't know anything about it. I have to take his word for that. But I don't believe the team didn't know about what they were going to do. And I just think hitting someone around the face, in the eye, with an object is not the thing to do. I can see a push, but to carry something up and hit someone around the face with it, for me, is a bitch move. And what happens now is the game changes. But the game is the game. And if you want to do that, you have to live with the consequences of that, and we have to put the provisions in place to make sure that we put a lid on it to make sure this doesn't get out of control. Because if they see each other now, the whole fight's off. Yeah. Because they're scrapping till the absolute end.
Do you think this could be the biggest build-up in British boxing?
I've told you, this was already a big build-up. I mean, the only thing that I'm disappointed about now, and I love Tottenham Stadium, but we really needed a much bigger stadium, because these pre-sale tickets have moved like I've never seen before, and we know on Friday it's an instant sellout anyway, but we could have done, 70,000 we could have done with 100,000 easy on this fight.
Eddie, Radio Raheem, we were all in the press row actually wondering how long it was going to take for Ben to either get hit with something or lean into something. After the push in Saudi, were you not expecting something from Eubank?
What, for him to hit him around their face with an egg in the eye? No, not really.
Something, yeah.
In the eye.
That's exactly where it was.
Can you describe the rivalry between you both? Because
this is very dramatic.
You said you were on good terms at one point in the press conference. Well, it doesn't seem like you're on good terms.
No, we are on good terms. I don't believe he didn't know about it.
No, you know I didn't know.
No, I don't, because I think you're a little bit snaky.
No, you know I didn't know. Don't talk.
No, be quiet.
No, you can't say things.
No, stop, because then I'll take you for it. Listen, I've been very nice to you lately.
You can't say things.
And I've been very nice to you lately. I've given you a big education in the last couple of weeks. I've told you were very lucky to be talking to me. Right. But we do get on well. We actually have a bit of banter. He actually, if you don't mind me saying, he was asking me potentially to go on Boxer's Bald.
Yeah, it was a good joke.
Oh, was it a joke? Oh, I was actually getting excited by that. No.
You loved it.
But the reality is it's camp v camp.
Yeah.
So I don't have any emotion towards this man. I just think it was a bitch move. If he knew about it, I would have expected him. If Conor Benn came up to me and said, I'm going to hit Chris Eubank with this.
Eddie, we spent 2 weeks trying to get out of Chris Eubank Jr. what he's going to say. 2 weeks. He wouldn't tell me. He wouldn't
got to
tell
have
his
closer
girlfriend.
relationships with
He
your
wouldn't tell.
fighters.
He wouldn't tell his
bit
girlfriend.
worried
He
about
wouldn't
you.
tell Napa. He wouldn't tell his best friend. We know why now.
So he took
because
the egg alone.
we know why
He
now.
was the only man who knew about the egg.
Listen, we know
How
why.
did he smuggle it in? It was unbelievable. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
the
Where do you think
security
it
was
Do you think it
checking
was
for
in his
eggs on his way.
LV pack? Like
That's
pouch
why he
in
wear
his
one
thing?
of.
Next time I go up to you, I'm going to go, all right, Chris, and just try and pack the egg in there. Do you know what I mean?
Ben, you kept alluding to the rehydration clause in the press conference. Do you think they tried to sort of skirt over the matter to maybe get away with the rehydration?
I think so.
Ben, do you think there'll
so.
be any repercussions? People are talking about a hefty fine from the board and also a hefty fine potentially from the promoter for not having a better handle on the situation. Just saying, that's what they said, I don't know.
Last two, please.
In terms of the rehydration cost, a lot were brought up in the press conference about it. Obviously, Eddie tried to it was moved along quite quickly when they were talking about the weights. Do you think that was something that they was obviously trying to skirt around?
The only way we got Chris over the line with that was by getting him more money. And he didn't want to do it, but in the end, money is what Chris Eubank Jr. wants. He made a business decision, and he can make the weight, and he took the money.
Is there any chance there's an injury to?
Right, guys, do you accept that? Do you know that you're down here in the dumps with me now? You are a villain.
Chris, I could not care less. I definitely ain't going to get my violin about and sit talking in a press conference in front of people
There's no
for a good
violin.
20 minutes.
Conor, Chris, I would normally not interrupt you, but I do have an important phone call. I think both of us in the audience would want to hear from this person as well. You can speak now, you're on.
Hello.
This is His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh on the phone, wanting to speak to everyone.
For you in London for the conference in 27.
We will be there. I will be there.
What was I think when I do this fight? I don't know. The wait for reason. Let's see. And usually, I hope that Eddie Camp can do something. Usually Eddie Camp usually lose. And Ben Shalom, I don't hear your voice. I only hear Eddie. Why? What is the reason?
That's normal, Your Excellency.
I hope the Ben Conor can have a chance to revenge for the family. See you in 27. I think this is the biggest fight in England will be. And there is big surprise. We will do big concerts inside the stadium. We'll announce it then. Please, Eddie, try to do something this time. Thank you.
Thank you, His Excellency. Thank you very much. Normally I wouldn't interrupt you guys, but obviously very, very important. Ben, you'll get your time to talk as well. I know Ben's itching to say something. Eddie, you're itching to say something as well. Conor, it's been a long time since we've seen you in the ring. February last year, again on Thursday, so say some good stuff. But your thoughts on this big matchup?
Genuinely excited. I'm glad that this fight could happen for the fans. I think it's not been done in history before. I'm looking forward to the challenge of stepping up 2 weight divisions. Not that that's really, you've not really heard us moan about that at all. But excited to, as I said, jump up to this, this plate and give the fans the fight they want. That's mainly it. Just happy to get this fight done and over the line because the one stage is looking like it wasn't going to happen.
Indeed. And Chris, again, this is it, right? Here we are. A walk in the park, easy work. Too big, too strong was a lot of the phrases you were using last time. How do you approach this one this time?
April 26th, the procedure will be parliamentary.
And on that note, we end what's been a very, very